everybody watch the Roseanne premiere last night? Did anyone watch the Roseanne premiere last night?
I watched it this morning.
What'd you think?
I thought it was great.
I thought it was very funny. My wife was hunkered down. She could not wait for this. I don't know what they thought the show was going to do. It did 18.5 million viewers, which for network television is amazing.
How does that compare to when it was on originally?
Don't know.
Because I know TV's changed a lot since then. So back in 1988, 18.5 million viewers was probably pretty standard for a sitcom. But now that is giant numbers for any show.
Better numbers than the Stormy Daniels on 60 Minutes episode. The viewership last night was higher than the 1997 finale episode.
Oh, wow.
So more people watched them come back than leave. It was very funny. Again, I think my wife was worried I was going to sit there and like make comments. I was never a huge Roseanne. Not to say I wasn't a fan. Anytime I'd watch an episode with her, it was funny. I got it, but it wasn't like appointment TV for me. It was very funny last night.
Very good show. It's good writing.
Updated it very well. Yeah, because you got Whitney Cummings, Wanda Sykes, Norm Macdonald. Yeah, a kid named Sid Youngers is in there too. And they had little inside jokes because they have both of the Beckys. I guess I didn't realize that those girls are as old as they are now. I didn't realize that when that show was first on, they were like a couple of years younger than me. I didn't know that.
The show premiered 30 years ago, and they were like 12 years old when that show started. Like Becky was like 12 or 13. I think Darlene was about 10. So yeah, they're up there.
Because the actress that plays Becky during the show last night, she was talking about how she was 43 years old or something. I'm like, holy Christ, those kids are that old?
Yeah.
I don't know.
30 years, man. It goes fast. It goes real fast.
Did you watch Poundcake? Did you care at all about this?
Not in the least.
Not in the least. Because it didn't resonate with you from the first time around, right? You weren't like...
I told you, I don't like the colors. It doesn't pop to me. Like it doesn't have any pizzazz.
He hates that. He hates the set dressing on that show.
Yeah.
He hates the Holly Hobby look of like that Midwestern home that they're supposed to be. And they're not wealthy people. I mean, you know.
But it has nothing to do with well, yeah, that has something to do with it. But for the same reasons why I hate it are the reason why everyone else loves it. When I said that on the show yesterday, people were blowing me up on Twitter. They're like, well, in case you haven't noticed, this is what American homes look like. I'm like, yeah, I want to watch TV to escape. If I want to see like a trashy, 2-bedroom, like, home, I'll go to...
Right, but even your escape TV, if it looked like that, you wouldn't want to watch it. If Real Housewives of whatever looked like that, you wouldn't watch it.
Exactly. I don't want to relate. I want to escape.
I want you to finish that sentence you were about to say. The trashy 2-bedroom home, I'll go and watch...
Any one of my Midwestern friends. I'll go to their house.
That's what I thought. You just don't like where you are. You don't like where you came from. You're ashamed.
He's very open about that.
I had a 4-bedroom home. Thank you very much for... So we was the one. We weren't the small house type people. We have a big house with a bunch of crap in it and a broken garage door people.
So you're hoity-toity is what you're saying.
No.
Are you saying you're hoity-toity?
We're upper.
I had a lot of friends who had houses that looked exactly like that.
It's a pretty common like ranch style house.
So I'm kind of
a split level kind of thing.
Maybe.
It's weird, yeah.
It's not what my house looked like, but I had a lot of friends whose houses look like that, so I kind of have a bit of affinity for that. That resonates with me.
I refer to my family as upper lower class.
Upper lower class.
Why do you call them that?
I believe that's called middle class.
No. We were on the lower class.
If only there were a term that could describe people who are not upper class yet not lower class.
We were on the upper end of lower class. I mean, because I think we just made enough.
I know there's upper
broke.
middle class. Is there upper lower class? I think there's
I think there's a scale on you're not completely broke, but you make enough money to just stay broke.
I think that's pretty much middle class.
It is now.
Yeah.
Didn't used to be.
Okay. Well, then we were lower middle class then.
But the writing was great.
The writing was great. The acting was still pretty good. Like, for them to not have done this show, they still had the same chemistry. And Laurie Metcalf was fantastic. And her and Roseanne going back and forth. It's like they have been doing this for 20 years.
Well,
without having done it.
It was funny because a lot of people were making hay about the fact that the Connors were going to be a Trump family. How are they going to do that? But they balanced it really well.
That was great.
They went back between like MAGA jokes, and Laurie Metcalf is wearing the pussy hat and the nasty girl shirt, and
she's
they were
a life coach,
right? A life coach, and it was funny. She called her a snowflake, and then Jackie would call her. She'd go, "Hello, deplorable," or whatever. They did a real. Now, granted, you know, Roseanne, real life, yes, voted for Trump. She's vocal about that. But even in the show, like, she's a Trump supporter as a plot device, not as an actual representation. You know, I mean, in the show, she plays like the faintest shadow of a Trump supporter. Because they have like a transvestite grandson.
Yeah.
They think their daughter might be gay, but they don't really make a big deal out of that stuff. So it's not like she's some narcissistic, sexist racist, you know?
Well, that's kind of why
not really representing real life Trump diehard supporters.
I love John Goodman's character in this, Dan Connor, because with his grandson being what he is on the show, he is not worried about the kid himself. He's worried about how he's going to be perceived, or not even perceived, but just kind of
treated by other kids. Yeah.
And so he wants him to protect himself, and then in the second episode gives him a knife to take to school. The kid gets in trouble for having the knife at school. It was honestly, in my life, a very relatable moment.
They danced around a lot of stuff and made it all click.
Yeah.
I thought. Here's the first scene of the show. Then they were kind of like some there were some funny inside jokes where they would talk about how she killed him off in a story she wrote or something. Yeah.
She's wearing the chicken shirt right in the first scene.
Yep.
Dan?
He's wearing a CPAP mask on.
What happened?
I thought you were dead.
Sleeping. Why does everybody else think I'm dead?
You looked happy. I thought maybe you moved on.
And the kids are running around because the grandkids are living.
Hey, everybody. This is the first dinner together we've had as a family in a long time. Let's try to survive it.
Oh, yeah. First, let's say grace. Jackie, would you like to take a knee? Dear Lord, thank you for this food and for bringing our son DJ home safe from Syria. Please protect his wife Gina and all our troops still overseas. But most of all, Lord, thank you for making America great again. Mom.
Because he's got, like, their son, DJ's a vet. He's got, like, a black daughter. The mom is still overseas. They balanced a lot of stuff and did a really good job with it.
And I think it's going to be interesting how they, there's going to be those different storylines throughout. And that's one thing that they did great in the original series is they talk about common issues that families have to deal with, and they do it in a fun way. And
it was good.
And without being too preachy one way or the other. I think this is going to be a really fun show for people to watch.
So I'm in. I mean, I'm
I'm there for it.
All right, let me try.
Just say it real quick.
I'm trying to eat nuts. Say what? The YouTube stuff again?
Yeah.
All right. Like and subscribe. If you like what we do and want to subscribe, there's probably something down here. Whatever, right? Thanks.